gathered on the traditional territory of the people of the Anishinaabe, the Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and the Mississaugas of the New Credit. And thank you so much to Eric Xiao and to Richard, Eric Xiao, who's the president, and to Richard Lam, who's the president of the foundation. It's really extraordinary, the leadership that you provide to this great organization of these enormous professionals who are all gathered here tonight. I think about organizations like CPAC and the important work that you do at supporting the work of immigrant professionals who come to Canada and who really are looking to excel and to grow, whether it is in their profession or in their businesses. As the minister responsible for small business and export promotion, it's my job and the job of our government to help our businesses start up, scale up, and access new markets. Many of you, given that 99% of all of our businesses in Canada are small businesses, work in small businesses, and it's a wonderful way to begin. But Eric, the president, said this earlier. The work and the hard work and commitment of supporting immigrant professionals and internationally educated newcomers to adjust to life in Canada is really something that you should give yourself an enormous hand for. As someone who is a daughter of immigrants, who came as a young person and transitioning from being an immigrant family working in a small business to be able to take the leap into a new country, charter into the territory of landing your first job, finding your mentor, finding the supports that you need in order to be successful in Canada. This is the work, and so important, the work that CPAC does. And as a member here of Markham Thornhill, along with all of us here, it's fabulous that we are able to see the very first hands of the benefits of a government that is respectful of both diversity and inclusiveness. Our government believes that everyone who comes to Canada is able to fully participate in our economy and in society. And when we do, we all get to benefit. And organizations like CPAC does the very important work to help our newcomers adjust and find success. I'm going to highlight a couple of programs that our government has worked really hard for immigrant professionals. The Targeted Employment Strategy is a $600 million investment that supports newcomers before they even move to Canada. The strategy helps with international training to get their foreign credentials recognized in Canada more quickly, meaning that they can put their skills to work the minute they are here. And our government knows that the need for support doesn't end once you arrive in Canada. It's why we have programs for our newcomers, for our new entrepreneurs to adjust to their new home, including newcomers that don't have a credit history realize their dreams and their potential through programs like Futurepreneur that helps you get your very first start, and to assist our young professionals with a whole array of services through Innovation Canada. So I won't go through a litany of programs because I know you have an enormous group of other wonderful people who you will be listening to. Know that the federal government, know that we support your growth and we want to see you be successful here. And the transition that CPAC does on your behalf, I want to commend you for your work. And tonight, on behalf of the Government of Canada, I really want to say thank you for the great leadership that you provide and to help add to the diversity and the talent of our workplaces, to strengthen Canada's economy, pushing forward our innovation, and creating great middle-class jobs right here in Canada. Thank you so very much. Now, I know that CPAC sits or resides in the riding of my good colleague, Jean Yip. So Jean, I don't know if you want to say a couple of words to the organization that so flourishes in Scarborough Agincourt. So I think Jean's going to want to say a couple of words to CPAC.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so pleased that CPAC is part of my riding of Scarborough Agincourt. They do tremendous work helping newcomers and immigrant professionals. And I want to thank in particular Annie Shi and Eric for their great work. Thank you so much.
Well,
Come on, gang.
Now, CPAC is not in my riding, but is a former VP and the veteran soldier of CPAC. I'm very happy to be here to join this event. Actually, I come every year, and I have the first-hand experience on how CPAC becomes successful over the past how many years? Many years. So with the current leadership, with many volunteers, with many dedicated staff, I'm sure you're going to achieve a greater success in the years to come. Thank you.